Batman's just a regular person. I don't need to be super powered or anything like that to help people. I think it depends on the situation. I think the Batman costume really does help in certain instances because it's almost like disarming, right? Like you're not expecting Batman to show up. You're not expecting Batman when you turn the corner. You're not expecting, the cape or anything like that. And it's just to see that it's like you get taken aback and you're like, almost forget the context of the situation. And it can help people feel comfortable in a way that I never really expected to happen. But it works. It works really well. It doesn't work with everybody, but when it does work, it has a really profound effect on people where like they're willing to talk with you about stuff that otherwise they wouldn't really want to share. So areas like this, overpasses, underpasses, whatever you want to call them, are very commonly utilized by unhoused people to stay dry. But with Grants Pass v. Johnson coming in, a lot of these people who are finding a semi-stable place to stay are going to get moved. And cities like Rochester that don't have enough shelter beds are going to do it anyway. Think about the psychology of staying in a place like this. Like, you got wind howling at you the entire time. You have cars going overhead. Nobody wants to talk to you. And, that's your bed. That's the spot where you're sleeping, in between some steel beams on a concrete surface. Maybe you got a little bit of foam. That bed up there, that would be a finable offense if Grants Pass v. Johnson goes through. Which, I don't know about you, but that doesn't sit right with me. This court case is going to be really bad for a lot of people, simply because it's just going to lead to people dying or being arrested and thrown in jail because, fines that you can't pay lead to court dates. Court dates that you can't attend lead to warrants for your arrest. Warrants for your arrest lead to prison. And it's almost like the bill is being specifically designed to cause unhoused people to be arrested and to be thrown in jail. It's criminalization by design, and it's a massive problem and needs to be fixed. It needs to be changed. It cannot be allowed to happen, because if it happens, then cities are just going to throw people in prison and not help them. And when they get out of prison, it's just going to make it 1,000 times more difficult for them to actually get a job and get out of the situation they're in, because they have a criminal record now. If you learn more about Grants Pass Johnson, educate other people about it, because when this thing happens, April 22nd, all hell's going to break loose for unhoused people. It's going to be awful. Like, day one, bills are going to get signed everywhere from California to Texas to anywhere, where they will no longer have a right to survival, essentially. And that simply cannot be allowed to happen. And we need to be ready to fight for people when that happens. I've been doing this for 5 years, I think I can confidently say that. It is horrible to watch people I build connections with over the course of years slowly and wither away. And you can just see the life drain from people's faces. You can see how taxing it is in order to survive every single day. You can see how hard people are fighting to just stay alive and just know that they are losing that fight every single day. And to know that, like, realistically, I cannot help. I cannot solve their problems. I'm a college student. I am dressing up like a comic book character and going out and handing people supplies. Does it help? Yeah, I would say so. But is it going to solve people's problems? Is it going to genuinely really have the effect I want it to? That's something I don't know. And that lack of knowledge and lack of confirmation that, you know, people are going to be okay is the worst feeling. It is the most awful thing to know that for every 5 people I help, there's another 25 people who don't get help and might not see the next day. And it's something that I always have on my mind every single time I'm doing this, every single time I think about doing this. And it makes me question why I'm doing it. Never not want to do it. I want to make that clear. I don't not want to do this, but it hurts to think about. It hurts to think about all the time. Like, I'll think about when I'm like brushing my teeth at night or, eating lunch. I'll be thinking about, oh wow, I remember this really funny conversation with this person. Oh wait, they're not here anymore. And that breaks you after a while. That really, really hurts. And just, it both keeps me going, but also just, it just hurts. It's really the only way I can put it. So, do I like doing this? I don't know that I could do it any other way, but it's not easy. That's what I'll say.